Okay, next problem is problem number 9, and here we need to compute seasonal index for the 4 quarters and then find forecast for year 4, okay, which is going to be 10% more than the demand in year 3. Okay, first thing to do is to sum for each season, so that will be for each quarter. The sum is 5340 for the first quarter for the 3 years, 2940 for the third quarter is 8455, and for the fourth quarter it is 7475. And then we find the average. So this is the sum made up of 3 numbers, so we have to divide by 3. So 5340 divided by 3 will give us an average of 1780. Okay, 2940 over 3 will give you 980. 8455 over 3 will give you 2818.33. Then we have 7475 over 3, that will give you 2491.67. Okay, now I have the quarterly averages written down here. Now we have to compute the average of the averages. So let's first sum these numbers, and that will give us 8070, and then overall average then is 8070, and there are 4 of them, so divided by 4 will give you 2017.5. Now we take this overall average, divide it into each of these individual averages for the quarters, and that will give us the seasonal index. So it will be like 1780 divided by 2017.5, that will give you 0.8823, and 980 divided by the overall average will give you 0.4857 divided by 2017.5, that is 1.3969, and then 2491.67 divided by 2017.50, so that will give you 1.2350. So these are the 4 seasonal index values. Next we have to compute the forecast for year 4. Now forecast for year 4, the total forecast for year 4, the total demand is said to be 10% more than what it is for year 3. So first we have to find the total demand for year 3, so which is the sum of the year 3 values. So total demand in year 3 is 1850 plus 1100 plus 2930 plus 2615, and that number is 8495. So forecast for total demand in year 4 is you take that 84.95, okay, and it's going to be 10% more, so add 10% of it to it. So that will give us 93.45. So that's the total demand, forecast for the total demand in year 4. So per quarter forecast for per quarter demand in year 4 is you take that 93.45 and you divide by 4, so that will give you what the demand will be for 1 quarter. So that is 23.36. So for quarter 1, 2, 3 and 4, the average demand is 23.36 for all the 3 quarters, all the 4 quarters. But this is before adjusting for seasonality. Now index is, okay, so we have 0.8823, 0.4857, so from here, okay, 1.3969, 1.2350. So this is the average, that's the index. So our final forecast or forecast adjusted for seasonality, adjust for seasons, say. So you multiply this by the corresponding index, so that will give you 2061 for the first quarter, 1135 for the second quarter, 3263 for the third quarter, and 2885 for the fourth quarter. So these are the 4 seasonally adjusted, okay, after adjusting for seasonality forecasts.